Konnichiwa. Watashi no namae, Rabato desu. What up, squad? Yee! The POP is strong. I hope you guys are having a very blessed Friday. We're all blessed to be here and still be alive. If you're watching this, you're alive, so guess what? You're blessed. Okay, so there's just some things that I wanted to talk about, and it's like different things, but let's just get into one of the things. So change is inevitable. Change is always going to happen in your life. I don't look at change as a bad thing, because if I hadn't changed, I would still be stuck in the situation I was before. So change isn't really bad for me. It's just like you're metamorphosing, you're evolving into something different. You're evolving into a better person and things like that. So things that happen in your life when changes involves aren't necessarily a bad thing, but there are some things about society that kind of bother me and that need to change, because in my last video I was telling you guys everything that was going on and I was crying. I do not have a problem crying because I do not see crying as a weakness. It's like for so long I kept all of my emotions in, I pushed all of them down, and it caused me to hate myself and become a person I did not like. Somebody who was hard to be around, who was very cynical, who looked at all the bad in things and didn't really see the good in stuff. That's who I used to be, okay? When I held all my emotions in and I didn't let anybody in. So, society, right? They have these norms that say that it is a weakness or it is weak to show emotions or tears, especially if you're a male in this world. They always say, man up, or stop acting like a girl, or stop being a sissy and stuff like that. And it's like, I don't see it that way. It's like if we're holding in all of our emotions and everything, we're going to eventually explode. And it's going to lead to other things down the road, destructive behaviors. So I choose not to hold in my emotions like that. If something's bothering me, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to be upfront about it. Okay? And if that isn't something you like, and you don't like the fact that I'm an actual human being with emotions and likes to let people into my life, then you can unsubscribe, because I'm going to get on here and I'm going to be as real as I can be and be as honest as I can be with all of you guys, because that's all I want from you guys, is to be your best selves, to be honest with yourselves. And when you guys are hurting, let people know that you're hurting. Don't try and suffer in silence, because I did that for so long and I don't want people to feel like that. It's like, I know how it is to be depressed and have anxiety at the same time. So it's like overthinking things and caring too much and not caring at all, and all these different emotions are running through your body at the same time, and you just kind of go about the motions. You kind of just go through your day and you just put your fake smile on and you just act like you're all jolly and happy and stuff all the time. That was my life for a really long time, and it just led me to being unhappy with myself. And you guys know I was at one point 764 pounds. So it's like, if I stayed in that state, if I hadn't asked for help, if I hadn't been emotional, if I hadn't done these things, I wouldn't have evolved into the person I am now. I would not be the person who I am. I would not know God's love, even though I had been and done a bunch of different things to try and feel close to Him. That was very lacking, being as depressed and angry with myself as I was. Now that I have been more open with myself and not tried to mute myself or mute my feelings, I have grown tremendously, and I no longer fear the outside world. It's like, I used to be so scared just to be seen, because my whole life I had been seen as something different, or something that didn't fit into what people thought of as acceptable. I mean, there's lots of things and some stuff I haven't even told you guys about, and I didn't get into this video to go back into some of my old stories about my life and everything. I'm just on here saying that it's like, it is not weak to show emotions when they happen. We are all humans. We all have these feelings in us. We all have joy, anger, sadness, happiness, fear. We all have these things inside of us. So for people to say that I should just man up, or that I should just like not be a sissy about it, or just something like that, that just completely blows my mind, because it's like how can you tell somebody to self-inflict that damage upon themselves by holding it in? Because regardless of how it may make me look, me letting those tears out and explaining everything to you guys and letting you guys into my life relieves a huge amount of pressure from things that are going on in my head. Stuff goes on in my head so often that it feels like my brain never shuts off sometimes. And it can leave you feeling very, just very, weird. At least that's how I feel sometimes. It's like my brain just won't shut off, and I don't know how to get it to shut off. And it's like, me telling you guys some of that stuff and letting out some of my emotions really does help me. It helps me to just relieve some stress that's going on in my life. So, I just wanted to get on here and tell you guys that. It's like, don't be afraid to show your emotions. Don't be afraid to let people in. And don't change because other people may not accept you for the way that you are. The ones that care and the ones that matter accept you exactly as you are. And they're not going to leave you when things get hard. It's like, you guys can see that I'm getting emotional right now because people have come in and out of my life, but the ones that mattered are still here. They still care. They still reach out when they see somebody hurting or in pain, or just in general, they just want to be in your life. It's like, I'm not afraid or scared of these tears. It's like, they are one of my greatest things that I can share with you guys, because it's like, I'm not afraid to show who I am. And I hope you guys aren't either. Alright, squad. I hope you guys are having a blessed day. And, yeah, squad, until next time. Mite, kurete, arigato. Peace out, squad.